can you get it up? Tell that rude boy, you should be.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, CrissyJ. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to be a part of the J Bird fam. All you gotta do to be a part of the fam is just simply subscribe to my channel and then ring the bell notification so you don't miss another upload. I do like to also talk to you guys and, you know, get your advice on things and just comment with y'all in the comment section. So definitely leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from because I like to connect with my subscribers. If you are already a part of the J Bird fam, then y'all already know this drill. Welcome back to another video. Alright, you guys, it's about that time. So if you are new to my channel, I am on a weight loss journey. I have uploaded several videos. Definitely take a look at the weight loss journey playlist. It is in the description box below. I would advise to start from the first video where I basically came out and shared with my channel that I had the VSG weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery, whatever you want to call it, in 2017, and I basically failed it. So here I am now, back at my starting weight from the day that I had surgery. A little shy of that now, but yeah, starting from square one, and I'm just riding the wave to my goal weight. And so I have been kind of trying to give you guys updates every 2 weeks or at least once a month, as frequent as I can, just letting you guys know where I am in the process. I was definitely considering, and I still am, getting the bariatric surgery revision and this time getting the bypass. But because I do not have a healthy relationship with food, I do have some things that I want to attack before I go under the knife again. And I think that's very important. A lot of the reason why I failed is because I didn't listen to Dr. Protocol, on top of which I just had a very unhealthy relationship with food and still don't have the best relationship with food. Also, I am needing to incorporate consistent exercise. You guys have seen me in the gym, working out at home, but nothing has been consistent. And I'm just coming off a fast, the Daniel fast to be exact. So if you have been watching my vlogs, then you already know I was praying for clarity. I wanted just direction and clarity over my whole life and everything that I have going on, as far as my businesses, my work, my home life with my family, my weight loss, and everything else. So I'm off of that fast. It was amazing. Stay tuned for that video. That should be following this one on just my review on the Daniel fast. But with me being on the fast, I also was able to lose about 11.5 to 12 pounds. I do want to update you guys on where I'm at now. So I have been set on having my surgery in June. I didn't have the exact date locked in. However, I knew the date that I wanted to go. I wanted to get my surgery done on the 10th. I had to be there about 5 to 6 days, 2 to 3 days before and 2 to 3 days after the surgery. And so I was shooting for June 10th. I never locked in the date because I've been having conversations. You know, I've been praying about it, like I said. I've been having conversations with Sean. I've been talking to my mom about it. I was talking to my mom's really good girlfriend, Miss Pat. I've been talking, obviously, to my nutritionist and my doctors, my medical team. And everyone is kind of on the same accord with it. And they're just like, you know, let it be your absolute last resort. And when I'm asked, you know, have you given it your all? Like, if you have to really look back and say to yourself, like, have you done everything that you could possibly do to lose your weight? And I can honestly sit here and tell you guys no. And with that being said, I have decided to hold off on getting my surgery at the moment. Now, like I said, I'm gung-ho and kind of dead set on getting the surgery. I just feel like I want to do as much of the work on my own as I can now. I feel like I have a different mindset towards it. I have a lot more clarity. My headspace isn't crowded, and I can kind of navigate a little better and pinpoint what my issues are, why I have the relationship that I have with food. And so I am seeing a therapist. I have been seeing a therapist. I've been seeing a therapist now for about a year. with COVID and everything going on, the mental health department is just overwhelmed. At the end of the day, like, everybody is going through some type of trauma, either with COVID or anything else going on. Stress, okay, that's my issue there. And just life. So I haven't been able to get in with a therapist as frequently as I would like to, but I have been seeing a therapist. So I'm gonna try to kick it up a notch and see if I can get more, visits in. But I can only, be seen when it's available, when there's availability. But like I said, I have been seeing a therapist, and I haven't shared like any of my therapist information with you guys, only because I feel like with my therapy, it's more than just my weight loss. It's talking about life, from young to now, and just how I'm going through and maneuvering through life, and what steps I can take to do things differently for a different type of outcome, blah blah blah. And it just wasn't gung-ho set on just my weight, so I didn't share that with you guys, and I probably won't. But if I do have a conversation with my therapist and we're talking a little more on the weight loss side, then I'll probably record it and just cut out things that are personal. But I did have a subscriber comment in one of the recent videos, basically saying she noticed that I have a bad relationship with food and I need to see therapy. And she said that she saw my videos. So I have mentioned in all of my weight loss videos, for the most part, that I acknowledge I don't have a healthy relationship with food at all whatsoever. I don't think I told you guys that I have therapy. I was telling you guys that when you're on the program to get the surgery, they have you to see a therapist. But I saw a therapist one time and was released, and I feel like you should have more therapy sessions prior to the surgery and also after, because there is a such thing as post-surgery depression. That's very much so real, and I just feel like it needs to be a good communicative relationship between those who have surgery, especially the bariatric surgery, with the behavioral health department, because a lot of change is happening, and it's happening fast, and so it could just be a lot, So yes, I am seeking therapy, and I do recognize I have a bad relationship with food, and that's another one of the big things that I was praying for, with discipline and guidance while I was on the Daniel fast. So I'll get more into that in that video. Today I just wanted to kind of update you guys on where I'm at with my decision on getting the surgery. So like I said, I don't have a date at all whatsoever right now. I'm not even thinking about a date. I am practicing what I'm preaching, and I am following the doctor's order. So my doctor did all of my GI imaging, where I swallowed the barium. They looked at my esophagus and looked at my digestive system or whatever, and everything was absolutely fine, which is news that I want to hear. So at that time, he doesn't feel it medically necessary for me to have the surgery. However, he didn't cancel it completely out. So what he's doing is referring me to see a nutritionist, and he wants me to work closely with the nutritionist for 6 months, come up with a game plan together that could possibly help or work with me getting to where I need to get to weight-wise, and then he will revisit what needs to be done at that point with the verbiage from the nutritionist. So if the nutritionist feels okay, she's a good candidate for it, again, we've tried everything, she's put forth earnest effort, it's not budging, then okay. But if not, I have to just do the work, or I have to pay out of pocket and go get it done out of the country. So that's just what it is. What are my plans from this point forward? So like I said, working with the nutritionist for the next couple of months, writing down, or journaling I should say, what I'm eating, and not writing it in a physical journal anymore, but she said I need to start utilizing my MyFitnessPal, which I've been on for years, but I haven't been consistent with uploading my food that I'm eating during the day, and my exercises and things like that. And if you guys want to connect connect with me on MyFitnessPal. I will leave the link to my profile in the description box. I am already connected with one of you all, which is really cool, but I just need to be more consistent myself. But you know, you guys can be my accountability partners. I have 1,000, how many of you guys now? 1,863 subscribers. So I would love for you guys to be my accountability partners and help keep me on track, because I'm not perfect, you know, and I know that I'm not on this journey alone. I know that, you know, what I'm going through and my story on my weight loss journey is very, very familiar with a lot of you, and that is why my subscriber count jumped by the hundreds in less than 30 days, because you all were telling me how appreciative you were of my transparency and how you all were, you know, could relate to me. I was very much so relatable, and I appreciate that. It took a lot to get to where I am. I've always pretty much been an open book, but to share it with the internet, with a whole bunch of people that don't know me, opening up just the space for criticism, judgment, shade, and everything else, you know, it's a lot, especially with such a topic that weighs heavy on me. I'm glad I decided to do it though. I wouldn't take it back, and I'm just gonna try to do my best to kind of share as much as I can with you guys, because I know that even my call with my nutritionist could help somebody. The game plan that we have come up with, my nutritionist and I, is putting me on a 1,200 to 1,300 calorie diet. She said that we can revisit it and see how it's going, and we can either up the calories and do what we need to do to adjust that, but she wants to start there. The Daniel fast was amazing for me, and so because it was such a strict regimen of not eating like meats and stuff like that, she's not saying to be that strict, but she is saying to focus more on a plant-based diet. So double up on my veggies and maybe have my side of protein, and just exit out the noodles and the carbs and things like that. Definitely keep away still from the sugar, but I can now still drink my Crystal Lights and, you know, my Splendas and all of that. But she wants me to kind of still incorporate the Daniel fast regimen in my lifestyle, and make it my lifestyle and not a fast for myself. So another thing that she is requesting me to do is to now up my exercise. I was telling her that once I was starting to exercise, that my goal was 2 to 3 times a week. My goal was 2 to 3 times a week. Was I doing 2 to 3 times a week is a whole nother story. I wasn't being consistent in the gym, and the whole time I was on the fast, I did not work out, and I'll get into that reason also in the video. But she's requesting me to work out and up it to possibly 4 to 5. So she was like, you know, start off with 3 to 4, be consistent with that for about 2 weeks, and then move up to 4 to 5 and stay there. I was like, okay. And I you know, when she told me that, I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? And I just started, my mind just started going to what it's used to doing, thinking about, I don't have time, or, you know, just making every excuse under the sun, not realizing, like, yeah, you do have time. You can do it, you know. When I was on the fast, I managed my time amazing, so I can do it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start, which I had a workout today, and I felt amazing afterwards. So I'm gonna just try my best. Me working out won't always consist of me going to the gym, because I won't always be able to make it to the gym. So I do have equipment downstairs. We have a treadmill, I have my stepper, we have all kinds of stuff downstairs that I could utilize for a good workout. And then on other days, I can also incorporate a walk to light jog around my neighborhood. It's a big cul-de-sac, so it's a nice circle, which will also, you know, help me to get some exercise and some movement in. So that's what I plan on doing as far as moving my body. So with incorporating the exercise on top of my low calorie deficit, once I exercise, she was saying that it will allow me to have more calories back. So let's say I'm on 1,300 calorie diet a day, and let's say it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have consumed 1,100 of those calories, and I still have about 4 more hours to go, you know, to eat dinner and things like that. what she was saying is if I get a workout in at least 45 minutes to an hour and burn 250 to 300, 350 calories, I could possibly get 200, 300 calories back to be able to add to that, you know, so I can eat. Because when you work out, you're burning calories, so you're allowed to replace those. And I was like, oh, okay, so that could be another good way of me being able to get my calories back in ways where I'm like, oh my goodness, I ate 1,100 calories and it's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to work out if I want to get these calories back. So I appreciate that point of view, and I think that that would help me. And like I said, you guys, this is all new to me. Of course, I've worked out before. I've had personal trainers before. I've lost weight on my own before. But consistency, eating healthy, and creating a lifestyle out of it is all new to me. It was always just one or the other, and most of the time it was just like the exercise, but I still wasn't eating the best. So it was more of me maintaining than losing, and, you know, maintaining what I lost. So all in all, I don't want you all to feel like, oh, you know, her journey's over because she's not getting the surgery right now or any of that. I want to still kind of encourage you guys, and, you know, if you are battling with the same things that I'm battling with as far as, you know, making healthier choices, moving your body, you know, consistently and more frequently, you definitely want to continue following my weight loss journey, because I'm going to be opening up a little more to share with you guys my workout routines. We'll be going over logging my food into MyFitnessPal. We'll be going into, you know, what I eat in a day, meal prep with me, meal plan with me, and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm just doing this for the 6 months to see where I'm at with it and putting forth every possible effort I possibly can. And you guys are gonna also see it in the vlogs. You'll see, you know, me just switching up what I'm eating. So stay tuned. I just wanted to just update you guys real quick. If you all not follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. Everything is always in the description box below as well. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.